So Football Manager 26 has been out for a couple of days now officially, and I've actually been really enjoying myself on the game. So I thought today we'd just check out the reviews. They can't be that bad, right? Surely they can't be that bad. It's quite a fun game. It's a brand new FM... Oh dear God. Currently, Football Manager has 2,991 reviews, and they are mostly negative. I just wanted to see what people are thinking now. I think FM26 is not perfect by any means. I think there's definitely some bugs, some problems. They have released a new patch yesterday, which apparently has fixed some of the stuff. I've not played it yet, but that is nice to hear. I'm enjoying FM26 though. We have some series on the channel which I'm enjoying. I'm going to be live streaming it, so if you do enjoy FM content and you want to see more, please do subscribe. But today I just wanted to read through some of the Steam reviews and see what people are saying. Lastly, before we dive in, if you are playing FM26, let me know in the comments down below your thoughts on the game. Do you like it? Do you not like it? What do you miss from FM24? And what do you hope they fix in future updates? Right. Let's see what the fuss is about. Apparently this is like the 7th worst reviewed game in the entirety of Steam, ladies and gentlemen. So again, it's not ideal, well, that's for sure. We're in our language, 4,894 reviews that match the filter above, which is mostly negative. 24% are positive. 24%, ladies and gentlemen. Recently posted by JordanWood22, not very good. Very insightful, has 4 hours gameplay, not very good. I do want to say, just for clarification, I have 52 hours on Football Manager 26, okay? Safe to say, I've been enjoying myself. I really, really have, but I want to see what people here are saying. This guy, Spitfire, 59 hours, so that's similar to mine, and they've written a lot. Let's have a look at what they say. I have already close to 60 hours in the latest iteration of my favorite series, and unfortunately, I have mixed feelings. Setting aside the obvious but aggravating bugs and other technical issues, as they will most likely be addressed in updates and hotfixes, I think FM26 simply wasn't ambitious enough in the right places. It does, however, succeed in the promised tactical innovation. I think that's a fair point. I agree with that. I do like the tactics. I like the in and out of possession tactics. I think it adds more than just going, oh, I'm going to play 4-2-3-1 gegenpress and win every match. I think it adds an extra level of being able to actually look into your tactics and play different tactics depending on what team you're on. I do agree, though, I don't think it was ambitious enough. I think at base level, just looking at the UI, it looks very dumbed down, very simplified compared to what we're used to. And I don't think they took a step forward with the UI as a whole. Where it was ambitious but fell short, the UI, that's exactly what I just said, Spitfire. The UI overall certainly is visually impressive at first glance, but really creates a clunky experience when playing the game and navigating through different menus and pages. SI have attributed this to the need of hardcore FM players like myself to unlearn what we knew before, but I believe it is more down to poor design choices. It simply is not intuitive in many places. In others, it feels awkward because it was clearly designed to cater to console players. Now, there was a big talk about catering to console players, disregarding PC players. The console version has released since obviously the beta's come out, and I've seen gameplay of the console version, and oh my goodness gracious me, the reviews for the console version are not better than the reviews for the Steam version. The reviews for the console version, it runs at like 5 frames per second. They don't have simple things like squad planners and team talks and little things that are just normal in Football Manager. That's not in the console version. They somehow made the console version worse than the PC version, whilst making the PC version look like the console version. It's a mind-boggling experience. I don't know what was going through the minds and the brains of Sports Interactive when they made this Football Manager game for both PC and console. In my opinion, to fix this, I think they just need one game. They just need Football Manager 26. No console, no PC, no toy, whatever. They just need Football Manager 26. The same UI, the same features in one game. I think making a console version and a Steam version or whatever, I think is just creating controversy. I think they just need one Football Manager game across all platforms. Conclusions. I'm leaving this somewhat negative review out of a sense of duty to the FM community rather than to talkpile on criticism on SI. I generally love these games and only share my criticisms to offer constructive criticism as a hardcore player. I only hope that SI takes the FM community's thoughts into account moving forward as they continue updating FM26 and producing future titles. Long live Football Manager. Now, speaking of future titles and stuff like that, again, they have released, if you go onto your Steam library, you can see this is called Football Manager 26 Public Beta. If you click on Properties and go to Betas here, you can choose the Public Beta tag. So it is quite confusing that we had a 2-week beta, then the full game comes out, but then the day after the full game comes out, which is the same version as the beta, they release a beta build on top of the beta build that we've already been playing for 2 weeks. It's very, very confusing to a lot of people. Basically, it's like an update beta. This is now the full game version. This is not the beta build anymore. It's called beta build because this update is a beta build update. Again, it is very, very confusing. But basically, they've actually fixed a lot of the complaints that we had. They improved the UI, and they have a setting now where you can choose normal, fast, or fast. Actually, let me boot up FM26 so we can look at some of these changes live in this video. You can probably tell I didn't really plan out this video. I just sort of clicked record and wanted to kind of talk to you guys about the stature of Football Manager 26 right now. But let's load up and see what they've done. In the audio and visual settings, you will now see transition speed, and it says choose the transition speed, default, fast, or faster. Now, I don't know why this needs to be a setting. All we want is to click on a button and it instantly loads that page. Why would you need a... So we've never had this setting in any FM before because the UI used to be responsive. You used to click on squad and it used to load your squad. Now they added this only because originally the game's UI was unplayable. It was so laggy. It was so jittery when you click on different tabs. It was crazy. So I'm going to test out default. So for instance, we're here in messages. We click in messages. You can see there's a slight delay. As you click on things, it takes a slight delay and things have to load in. It goes jittery, your mouse goes jittery. There's a slight, like, club. You see that delay, match day. There's the delay tactics. There's the delay. Why would you want that in your game? It makes no sense. We're going to try the fast mode. I'm going to confirm it. So now I'm going to click on squad. And I don't know about you guys. I don't see a difference. I don't know. I don't think you have to reload your... I don't see a difference in this. It might be more laggy, if I'm honest with you. I'm clicking and it's not even loading. I don't see it. Let's see faster. I don't see a difference. There's still the delay. Even in the pop-ups, there's like a slight, like, click, click, show, click, show, click, show. It should be click, show. It should be straight away. But there's still that delay when you're clicking on it. Like, this is faster. So compare what you just saw to this. Bang, 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 bang. Bang, bang. You see now I'm clicking something, tactics, it loads instantly. That's a mod, ladies and gentlemen. This is a mod that actually loads the things straight away. Again, there's still a little bit of a delay, but way less than before. It loads everything, boom, straight away. Just like that. Even the pop-ups. Click show, click show, click show, click show, click show. This is how it should be. Click show, click show, click show. The fact that we have a mod that has a better UI than the actual game settings, again, mind-boggling. And speaking of mods, there was also a mod that let you add 1.5 times in-game speed. And guess what? In the latest update, Sports Interactive have added that now. Matter of fact, they changed 3 things that modders fixed in the beta build of this game. They have 1.5 in-game speed. That was a mod. Now it's officially in the game. They have faster UI. Again, the mod is still faster than the actual faster UI, so the mod still wins in that sense. Also, with the mod in-game speed, you can choose 1.4, 1.5, 1.6, 1.7. In the actual game, it goes from 1.25 to 1.5 to 1.75. So the mod has even more options. So again, the mod wins. And then also, lastly, ladies and gentlemen, one of the new additions, if we go into preferences, detailed audio, they now have player attribute colors. For some reason, as a staple of Football Manager games, you used to be able to choose your attribute colors, your ranges, and your colors. That was not in FM26, but guess what? Modders made it so you could actually change the colors. Now, what did FM do? What did Sports Interactive do? Can you change all the colors? Sure. You can choose between 4 presets. 1 is like that. 2, you just swap the colors around. 3, oh, it adds blue. And then 4, it adds yellow. Now, it's annoying because I like my main color to be light blue like that. I like my second color to be yellow like this. And I like it to go white and red. This is my favorite, but I want to swap the blue and yellow. I can't do that in game. I can only do it via presets. ladies and gentlemen. And again, it does work, but I don't like this orange. I want this to be yellow. I can't do that. Guess what I can do it on? A mod, ladies and gentlemen. Again, it's simple things like that. If modders can do it on the beta build, how can Sports Interactive not implement it as well? That's what is mind-boggling to me. A rant or rave, but I've put in 100 hours on the beta. I'm a veteran, blah, blah, blah. Sports Interactive, you have a dedicated community of modders / super users. Make use of them. They do a better job than you. Literally what I just said. Like, the fact that modders can do a better job than Sports Interactive is mind-boggling to me. Some positivity in there. There are some positive ones. UI needs some work, but overall the new engine is great, and I can't wait to see how they improve. And again, I don't hate this game. I don't want people to think I'm slandering Sports Interactive. I'm hating on this game. I have 50 hours on this game. If I hated it, I would stop playing it. I absolutely love it. I love that FM is back, and I think they will improve it. I think there are some positives that can come out of this, but just the fact that this is how they launched the game after having like basically 3 years, at least 2 years to make this game. This is not the launch that we expected. Manager for Dummies, stripped back to bare bones, no immersion, limited control of your club, finances absolutely cooked, impossible not to run at a deficit, a million glitches and bugs besides. Cannot recommend this to anyone. Having played FM for 2 decades, I can say that this is the worst iteration ever. If you're on the fence, I would advise you to stick with FM24 or previous versions. 3 out of 10. This is not the FM I grew up with. You can see the amount of pure sadness and not happiness. I mean, 153 hours. Again, this guy's played the game a long time. This is actually an in-depth review, ladies and gentlemen, from Relom. Wait for FM27 updates or mods. I think that's going to be what a lot of people do. I cannot recommend FM26 in its current state. While the new tactical system is genuinely brilliant, the game is plagued by catastrophic UI downgrade. Remove 100 plus features and feels incomplete. Unless you're desperate for the new in-out possession tactic, stick with FM24, wait 6 to 12 months. People seem to really, people are enjoying the tactical side of it. Whenever people say positives, it's to do with the tactical side of it. The UI just lets it down so heavily. Basic tasks require 3 to 5 times more clicks than FM24. This was something I hate. On FM26, to do something so basic, you have to click through a multitude of different avenues to get to something so basic from old FM games. And again, I understand they're like, oh, you need to learn this new UI. You need to unlearn what you knew from FM. But we've been playing FM for decades, some of us, for years and years and years. Why would we want to unlearn some of the basic tools and regulations that are burned into our brain to relearn this new tactic or relearn this new UI that barely even functions? Create a club, I'm sad got removed. They did say it's returning in FM27, but I'm sad that got removed. Touchline shouts, I understand why people are annoyed with it. I personally don't care they're gone, but I do agree it gave you something to do in-game. Cannot rearrange tiles, cannot change attribute colors. Of course, they fixed that, but it's still a preset now. Cannot import real manager photos, cannot customize hotkeys. 20 plus years, ladies and gentlemen. Thank you, Sports Interactive, for finally making a game so bad that my obsession is over. I think this is also what's annoying. The game is in an early development stage, lots of bugs and missing features, and is being sold as a fully developed product. I think that might be part of the issue too. The fact that this came out as like, FM26, it feels like a demo. It feels like an early access game. That's exactly what it feels like. It feels like an early access game, which is crazy because again, they've had 2 years to get this right, folks. 2 years to make this game. You can't spend 2 years on a new engine and then release the game as though it's like an early access version of the game, because that's what it feels like to me. It feels like an early access version of Football Manager. The reviews go on and on and on. You can see all of the just absolute down arrows. There's some positivity involved, but majority all have negativity to speak on Football Manager 26. Ladies and gentlemen, again, please do let me know your thoughts and opinions down in the comments down below. I will still be doing FM content. We have series and we have a live stream series starting as well. So I'm still going to be playing the game. I'm still going to be enjoying the game. I'm just interested and excited to hear what you guys have to say on the game so far. I'm hoping it feels like it's a 1-star game with 5-star potential. I feel like they could make this into the greatest FM we've ever seen. It just depends on if they listen to the community and if they actually go through with what they said and what we think they can do. But I'm just going to leave this one here today. I just wanted to get your thoughts and opinions on the game so far. A little review on the update and some of the new features as well. And I will catch you in the next one. Daily FM videos going to be on this channel as well as live streams. Also, watch RPW live every Monday and Friday. Ladies and gentlemen, much as always, take care and peace.